So many people asked about my hot fudge chocolate frosting from when we made the chocolate cakes a couple weeks ago that I wanted to show you my hot fudge frosting. It is outstanding. It's very easy. It starts with butter, and then you add in a little bit of shortening. The shortening and the butter are what make it a summertime frosting. So this is gonna be exactly like what you wanna have on a yellow cake in any of those summertime birthdays. So, 1/4 cup of shortening, vegetable shortening, and then 1 stick of butter. You can use salted or unsalted, it doesn't matter to me. And then, let's do it. I had to make sure it was working, and it is. Bless my heart. Okay, blend it. Whoa, 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 don't go crazy. Blend that all together, right? Ooh, that is so loud. Okay, now we're gonna start by adding in a little bit of our powdered sugar. Classic birthday cake has to be yellow cake chocolate frosting, right? Let me know in the comments below what you think the classic birthday cake is, but I think arguably classic birthday cake is yellow cake chocolate frosting. It's definitely not chocolate chocolate, right? It might be vanilla vanilla, because people are boring. And they're like, oh, some people don't like chocolate frosting. And some people think, oh, it's summertime, you can't have chocolate frosting in summer. It is a concern, right? Because chocolate melts. And so if you use like a traditional buttercream where it's a lot of butter and then melted chocolate, it just kind of dissipates in any kind of heat at all. This little angel though, this one holds up. Now, before I turn this on and everything goes wah in my face. Now, I'm gonna do it. See how it's coming together? It looks dry, bone dry, right? But it'll get there. You just kind of stir. And then you add hot fudge. You can make the hot fudge sauce or you can buy it from the grocery store. There are really good hot fudge sauces now from the grocery store. So I say, save the time. Look at how dark it gets. Did you see how quickly that transformed? I mean, really within seconds, it kind of goes from being like crumbly and gross to smooth and delicious. Now, I add in a hearty amount of salt, a fine salt, and then vanilla extract. Just pour, I gotta pour the vanilla on the salt so it'll dissolve down a little bit. Turn it back on. And then you just beat till it's shiny. The longer you beat it, the more air it's gonna incorporate in. So if you want something that feels lighter and fluffier, you can continue to beat this, but it'll make it less dark. I like it to be like dark fudgy, like that. Look, you all. It's so classic. The mouth feels really classic too. Shortening has a higher melting point than butter. So butter, if you hold in your hand, it melts, right? But shortening, it doesn't melt. It has like a much higher melting point. And so when you're thinking about summertime when it's 100 degrees, if you use a little bit of shortening, it stabilizes your buttercream. Let's ice. 9x13 yellow cake. Just put the icing, kind of like put it in the center. And then we're gonna spread it all out. This icing tastes like the tubs of icing from my childhood. Does that make any sense? Like, you can't go and buy the tubs of icing now because it doesn't taste like it tasted in 1988. It tastes more plasticky now. But man, 1988, spoon, tub of chocolate frosting, heaven, heaven. Look how smooth this is. See how quick it is? Smooth, quick, and you can leave it out. Like this is gonna be fine to take to a outdoor picnic. This is gonna be fine at a potluck, you know, 4th of July kind of fun time. Mother's Day, this is great. I have 2 brothers that have birthdays in June, and they both love chocolate. One of them is a chocoholic. And so we had to come up with a frosting that worked for his birthday, because he always wants chocolate frosting. It's smooth, it's thick, it has this gorgeous like velvety texture and just the right amount of shortening to kind of hang out in your mouth. just a little bit. It hangs on just a little bit, like it did when you were a kid. And you'd be like, I definitely wasn't eating all the frosting, Mom, and there's just like frosting all over your face. Now we just sprinkle any kind of sprinkles that you want. That's what really makes it feel like a celebration, right? That's a birthday cake right there. You wanna try it? Okay. All right. Look at how it cuts. Can you see that? You guys, it's like true hot fudge frosting. It's so classic. Look at the cake, classic yellow. Hot fudge frosting. You're about to be in heaven. You have to try this icing. The flavor and textural contrast of the sprinkles against the satin buttercream and then the super tender cake. And if you really want to go chocolate crazy, put it on the one bowl chocolate cakes that we made a couple weeks ago. If you haven't watched that one, go back and watch it. You all, I hope you love this recipe as much as I do. It is taking everything in me right now not to just hoover this, eat the rest of it, really devour it with a little glass of milk, right? Whole milk, ice cold, summertime with cake. You could only do that as a child. I'll see you next time. Goodbye!